Welcome back to another episode of Podcast P, presented to you by Prize Picks, a Wave Sports and Entertainment original. And once again, we got another special guest. We got the Underground GOAT, Sweet Lou, Lou Will, Lemon Pepper Lou, however way you want to cut it. We got my dog in the mix. Shout out Lou Will in the building, y'all. The six man.
Hey, I like how y'all do business, man. I was in the car 2 minutes ago. I walked in, we got right into it. What's happening?
We're going to get you in, get you out,
I love that.
Welcome to the show, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Y'all having a lot of success, man. Congrats to y'all.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
You know, we had to get the Underground on the show.
Hey, man, let's add some color to these occasions. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get right into it, man. I know the people out there, they want to know. All right, set the stage for us. Friday or Saturday, and we want some wings.
We going to the city, the Magical Kingdom, baby.
Okay. The Magical Kingdom, what's that, Magic City?
Yeah, Magic City.
Hands down, is that the best wings?
Yes, so now everybody understands.
Flavor, though?
Well, I got my own flavor, the Lou Wills.
The Lou Will flavor.
Yeah,
Lou Will.
Like a little barbecue, a little honey, a little lemon pepper. That's the Lou. Yeah,
how you get to that flavor?
Shit, after
Because that's a lot. Like your tongue, pause. Pause. The taste bud on that one got to be like crazy. That's
What'd you say it was?
You have
Y'all
all
had
three of
some
those.
before?
Did you have all three of those? And then one was touching the other, and the other one was touching the other.
I'm gonna keep
it
all the way 100. They gave me that flavor. That wasn't something I was like ordering, and they decided to name it after me. They just gave me a menu item.
Okay.
Is it all flats?
No, I go easy.
Hey.
What?
I like flats and drums when it come to my chicken wings.
Okay. How you prefer the cooking?
Extra crispy.
Actually, it got to be extra crispy.
I'm on ice around here. Let me sit up.
Be careful.
Some people iffy on flats though. I'm a flats guy. I like my wings flat, or I like my chicken flats.
If I gotta pick, I'm going drums. If I gotta pick, I'm going drums though.
I'm going flats.
I gotta have flats.
What you going, Dallas?
I think I like the drums, but if you can't have those wings, like, do you even eat them, or do you have like a backup, or can you?
We got a few backups. It's a few backups. Shout out to Trap Wings. They do their thing in the city. It's a lot of spots. We are a chicken wing city.
Yeah.
So it's one of them places. Like if you go to New York, it's gonna be 100 places you can go get New York pizza. You go to Chicago, it's gonna be a few places you can go get hot dogs. We like that with the wings. So,
yeah.
But Magic is, now everybody understands. When I said I literally go there to eat. I literally go there to eat, and now everybody done chilled out. Now all of a sudden, everybody want to go to Magic City like it's somewhere a landmark or something.
Yeah,
it's a landmark. Now everybody understands me.
I want to know this. No, what is the best thing that you like to eat with wings, besides fries?
Fried okra.
Fried okra. You a Southern dude, boy.
But did this though? That's the only place I like to eat fried okra. I don't eat fried okra nowhere else.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna try.
You're gonna have to
now.
help me out, P.
Fried
this is different
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. I need.
Yeah.
What is that?
Trying that.
Nah, so
With the ranch,
How
with
can
the ranch
we-
dress?
I'm a blue cheese guy.
Ooh, I can't.
I'm a blue
I can't
cheese.
do that blue cheese.
Yeah,
That
see,
you
I
different.
can't do
But see, I'm old school because I remember
Blue
a time
cheese?
in wings, it wasn't even no ranch though.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember that? It was only blue cheese.
I probably do.
I
That's
remember
probably
that.
why I don't
Yeah,
like
it
it.
was
I remember
only
that.
blue
The
cheese, or you
the
just
ranch was an experiment at a moment.
right, and
Yeah.
that's how ranch got. Ranch wasn't even a thing.
So you don't like ranch?
I did. I just think I wore it out to the point I wanted to go back to where I
To the
came
blue
from.
cheese. Okay.
P. I want to know.
So, what's equivalent fried okra for us, in white people terms?
Shit, like some fried cauliflower, broccoli, some bullshit. You know?
Okay. Fire though. I just had some oxtails a few days. Like they taught me how to make some oxtails. It's fire. So maybe I should try this next.
Yeah. If you ever find yourself in Atlanta, reach out to the Underground. I come above ground to get you together.
Got to learn how to spell it first. But yeah,
I get you right.
Fried okra.
OKRA.
Easy.
Yeah, that's all.
Look, the NBA season is here, and Prize Picks has got you covered when it comes to making some money.
Wait, you said making money at what?
Prize Picks, Jackie.
Ooh, baby, I can't even call it. Look, and that's right. With the season here, Prize Picks is helping me cash in. Prize Picks is a daily fantasy app, and with the new NBA season here, you can select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and you can turn $25 into $250. You know how I be doing, Dallas. But anyways, look, Prize Picks is really simple to play. I can make my picks and submit my entry in less than 60 seconds.
Jackie, you know why it's my favorite time of the year?
What, Tim?
Because we got football, we got basketball, but Prize Picks allows you to pick combo projections across all sports with specials so you can support all your teams while still cashing in.
See, I like cashing in. I love it too. All I keep doing is cashing in. I don't know about you. You know, we'll talk about that another day, but be sure to visit prizepicks.com/podcastp and use code podcastp for a first deposit matchup to $100.
And Jackie, I think the people want to hear it. Are you ready?
Cha-ching! All right, so Lou, man, you played 17 years in the league, man. So that's half of your life
I'm
being associated to the L.
Yeah.
What's retirement life like now?
It's been fun, man. It's been eye-opening because I don't miss it as much as I thought I would. I think I don't miss it because I gave myself a 2-year window where I knew I was kind of gonna phase myself out. I knew I was coming to the end, and so I had 2 seasons to really prepare for what was next for me. And once I was out of it, bro, I really didn't miss it. I think that's been one of the biggest surprises to me, just not really tripping about not being around the game. When I do pop out or I go to a game with something, I can really enjoy it because I'm not emotionally invested in what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I came to y'all game the other day and I can actually watch y'all as fans again. I wasn't sitting there breaking down the defense. I wasn't tripping on what the offense looked like. I literally sat there with my son and I can just enjoy the superstars of the game, just hoop and have a good time, bro. So I think that's been one of the major adjustments for me, just getting that part of it out of my system.
Do you think it helped by you being in Atlanta? You already at the crib. You think that adjustment crossing over to the retirement life helped?
Nah, shit. I think that's what buried me. I think they should have sent me somewhere else. Because it's this complacency when you at the crib. When you already at home, it's like I was done. I kept telling it. I was like, man, y'all can count my days. I was literally counting the days down because I knew, I was like, man, I'm too comfortable at home. I feel like if I play out in another market or another city, it gives me that chip where I got to kind of keep grinding. When I'm at the crib, I got too many comforts around me. So I think I knew that was the beginning of the end when they sent me to Atlanta. I knew that from the jump.
Favor, huh?
Those last 2 years in Atlanta, though, would you say that was more difficult than actual retirement, just not playing as much as you're accustomed to? Was that a bigger transition for you?
Hell yeah. It was kind of like, I don't want to say embarrassed because I felt at that point in my career, my city knew who I was. I was established, you know what I'm saying? I was certified, but I wanted to contribute. I felt like I still had something to give to the game. I still had something to give to that team, but I felt like they were already in a position that they had invested so much in some young guys and it wasn't really a need for, the 6-man job on that team. Even when I played well, nothing changed for me. I won us basketball games, won us playoff games, and nothing really changed in what I was doing for that basketball team. You know what I'm saying? And so that was kind of weird for me, being in front of my peers, being in front of my city, being in front of my family, my friends, people that enjoy me, that love me, and just not being able to give them that show that I was so accustomed to giving them.
Lou the GOAT out there.
Underground GOAT.
Beyond.
Yeah, that would be weird. It'd be like us going to one of your games and you're just kind of sitting there not playing. Like, that would be awkward.
But this is what I've learned, P. It's going to happen.
It is going to happen.
Like, it's going to happen. Nobody is safe from it unless you just go off in the sunset, win a championship, and you're like, I'm done with it. All of us are going to limp out of the game. We're competitive in nature, bro. We never know when enough is enough. Never know.
With all that said, Lou, has any teams been reaching out to you? Because I think my Lakers could use you right now. But
I cut the lines off. I thought I was very clear in saying that I was done with it. And the one time that I reached out to somebody, they like, you went on a whole fucking tour telling everybody you was done. So you're not on anybody's board. You know what I'm saying? And so I had one moment where I was like, if I ever was to come back, I will play for that particular team. I don't feel like that now. I'm glad it didn't work out.
Is that the team that reached out to you?
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't work out. I'm gonna leave them alone. They having a bad PR month. Yeah. So I ain't gonna add fuel to the fire. But yeah, that was it, bro. And after that, I just knew it was time.
Wow. That's crazy. We just crossed you over to being a Clippers
Yeah,
fan.
bro. He's flip-flopping.
And now he say my Lakers.
My
No, I said
Lakers.
Clippers. Rewind the tape. My Lakers could use you right now.
My Lakers could use you.
He said F the Lakers the first episode.
No, I
First
said
episode.
Yeah.
Clippers.
You said my Lakers.
Huh?
You said Lakers.
Lou,
I'm just
Lou,
these
we
is the facts.
twins.
But it's
Lou, we
That's crazy.
twins. I supposed to be in. Come on,
I don't
Lou.
want you to. I don't want you to use your replay on that.
Lou,
You know?
Lou, I said
Lou, we
Clippers.
appreciate the honesty.
You know what I'm saying?
Like we mentioned, my dog, nearly 2 decades of you playing in the NBA. So you've seen the league change generationally.
Hell yeah.
You know, from your standpoint, what's some of the things that you've liked throughout the league and some things that that ain't really where it was at when I was playing?
Man, I like the fact how so many guys in different positions are so skilled now. You know, you look at the young kid Wemby, and then you look at a Giannis before that. Then you look at a KD before that. You know what I'm saying? You have so many guys that have evolved the game and what you think it could have been, and to actually start seeing it start panning out. You know, just the style of play. I like how the game is evolving. What I don't like, we might have to put the dress code back in.
The dress code. It's
dress
getting out of
code?
hand.
It's getting out of hand, man. It's getting out of hand. It's almost getting kind of.
A little iffy.
It's because some
gotta be
guys
suits.
really,
We
some
gotta be
guys really
suits.
had that reputation for really doing their thing in the fashion world. Shout
Yeah.
out Russ.
Right.
Shout out SGA.
Right.
They really got reputations for the fashion world. Some of these guys are ill-advised.
Kuzma.
Trying stuff out.
Kuzma.
He's had a lot of ill-advised shit on, but he in the fashion world. I give Kuz his credit, but sometimes he jump out the window. I think some of that shit, save some of that shit for New York Fashion Week
Yeah.
when you coming into the arena. Like, give us something fly. I ain't saying don't show no personality. Give us something fly, but I think Shawty wore a balloon one time or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what
The
this-
black joint, right?
Yeah.
Big ass puffer
I don't
on.
feel, like,
Who was the one that
where
wore
does
the
that
net?
go in the locker room? You know what I'm saying?
You can't
They hang it up.
You can't hang it
You
up.
gotta deflate it and put that in the back somewhere.
He said, "Where that go in the locker room?"
Yeah,
Can't put
like
that nowhere.
but that's what I dislike about the game. Other than that, I think it's in a great place. I think we got a lot of young up and coming guys that's gonna carry that torch into another level.
Yeah.
You know, the Ant-Mans, like I just mentioned, the Wembys, the Thompson twins. A lot of guys, Paulo down there in Orlando. A lot of these guys are gonna be transcendent hoopers, man. That's gonna take it to another level.
100%. I agree. We had Jerry West on the show, and he mentioned watching Kobe, and 5-10 minutes throughout the pre-draft workout, he walked out.
Shit, he did that to me. I think he just don't like going to shit.
You think so?
Yeah.
Did he go
just
to a
being
workout?
lazy?
He went to a
He
game.
came to one of my high school games. Me and Monte Ellis played against each other. He
Okay.
walked out after the first quarter.
Seen enough?
That's what he said.
Did you play well in those first 5
what he
minutes?
said.
That's what he said. Huh?
Did you do anything? Like, were you playing well in those first
It was
5
the
minutes?
first quarter. Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
think that's
it's a
just his
toss-up.
MO. I think he go because he gotta go, and then he get the fuck out of there. Jerry gonna get me.
Like I showed my face.
Yeah, he came, and then he was like, I saw enough. Both of them are pros. You know what I'm saying? Like, how, Jerry? How? We both was 150 pounds, dog. You know what I'm saying? But go, my bad.
Yeah.
But that's his MO, though.
Yeah. What about that game? Because both you and Monte, levels ahead of y'all competition at that time, and both of y'all ended up making it to the NBA out of high school.
Yeah, one of the best.
How many times y'all matched up against each other?
Once.
One time. That was your
Yeah.
only game right there.
We was one and done.
Did y'all know each other, or did y'all?
No, that was, I think, we might have met. No, I think we started dealing with each other after that game. Excuse me. Cause then we started getting into like USA's and then the Nike camps and all that. I think that was after that game, and we never ran into each other on the circuits. I was on a Nike circuit, he was on the Adidas circuit, and we never crossed paths. But throughout our whole lives, like since I was in 6th grade, I was being compared to this dude, and he was being compared to me, and we finally ran into each other. My I want to say my senior year in high school, and then after that, we developed a relationship.
That's crazy. I played with Monte, man. Monte is a character.
You think I'm country?
Yeah, that's a country dude,
Oh
dog.
man,
That's a
Monte, he
country
good
dude.
people though, man. Good
I
dude.
love Monte. Love my time with Monte. He was just funny, like
Naturally.
And my people from the South, so like I fuck with the South people. Like Southern people is my people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I get that comedy, I get that personality, and he was all of that. Like
Yeah,
some of
we
the shit
just
he
goofy
say is
people,
just be
bro.
like,
What
We
is
just
Monte
goofy.
doing now?
Coaching, coaching boys basketball.
Yep. Little MJ
Coaching boys
next,
basketball.
yeah.
We've been on the same circuits, but we missing each other. He coaches boys, I coach girls.
Right,
So
right.
we at the same tournaments, but we there at different times of the day.
and stuff.
Okay.
So, Lou, I want to bring it back to your pre-draft process in 2005, and you're making the jump from high school to the league, and your first workout was with Memphis, where you're from. And I know you discussed this on a previous podcast, but you kind of mentioned that you weren't prepared for that workout. Can you walk us through? Was that kind of like your welcome to the NBA moment, or talk about that time?
Yeah, just being naive, bro. Just being naive. I was the Naismith Player of the Year. So that told me I was the number one player in the country in high school. So I'm like, well, it's the number one player in high school, the number one player in college, then number one player in the NBA. So I got to be like, I'm in the mix. You know what I'm saying? That was my childishness talking to me, thinking that I was prepared. Like you said, first one in my hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. So I'm comfortable. I'm up playing space with my family. I might have had a half a rack of ribs. I'm doing my thing. And I get up that next morning, I had the hardest workout of my entire life.
With the ribs.
Threw up twice.
Oh my God.
The ribs.
I went through it, bro. I went through it, and it was an eye-opener for me that this process is a lot more serious than I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? And so from that point on, it kind of kicked in my professionalism. It taught me, like, when I get into a city, I got to rest up. I got to watch what I put in my body. I got to get actual rest, and I got to get prepared for this. This is a job interview, and I got to treat it as such. That first one, I thought I was in already. And my preparation showed in where I got drafted. I ended up being drafted second in the 45th pick when I should have been one of the, a top 20 pick in the league.
With that said, do you got any regrets of making the decision to jump to the league?
Hell no. I wasn't going to college regardless, though.
Regardless, so you was like, I'm going straight to the league.
Yeah, I was living a different life, bro. I was experiencing different things where I was just looking around my class like, I am nothing like y'all, and I'm not doing this again. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like there was a certain level of separation, and like, bro, I went to Magic and was in school the next day. Wow. Like, I had class the next day. Can you imagine being in class like, the fuck am I doing in here? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and so I already began to train my brain that I was a professional athlete. And that was gonna be my calling. So I made that decision. I wasn't going to school regardless.
Yeah.
Cause that's you, like, what was that? You was hanging around Bow Wow with MTV Crib.
Yeah, so let me tell you what's crazy.
Jay-Z.
JD is my mentor. Jermaine Dupri is my mentor.
Okay.
I met Bow through JD. I was running with JD first. And because me and Bow were the same age, he like, I'm gonna introduce you to Bow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all can hang out. But JD was my mentor. That's how I even got around that whole clique.
That's another reason why you probably felt like, I'm hanging around Bow Wow.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I
I done kicked it with Janet Jackson at this point. I done met LeBron.
Right.
I'm spending time with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I was just, I got a Yukon. I got rims on my Yukon. I'm parking in the teacher's lot. Like, I was just experiencing I was experiencing something different. I just knew, like, I knew my next gap wasn't gonna be from that to 6 a.m. workouts, dead broke, trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, some gotta give. We gotta figure out a way to bridge that gap. And so for me, I didn't care where I was gonna get drafted. I put all my eggs in one basket. I said I was going league.
By experiencing that lifestyle so early, do you think that helped you adapt as a high schooler stepping into the league?
Yeah, absolutely. And when I got there, bro, I had really good vets. I had probably everything that you can imagine you needed in vets. I had AI, I had Kevin Ollie, I had Willie Green.
Wow.
Doug
best of
Overton.
both sides.
I had fucking Chris Webber.
Wow.
Tony Batiste. Wow. Like, I had a all-star team of vets that had completely different personalities and how they carried themselves as professionals. So I just took pieces from all of them. Like, some shit, I was like, only AI can do that. Like, I can't do that.
Right.
But I, you know what I'm saying? I can find a little groove in that mix.
Right.
KO was like the balance. He was like, young fella, we going to chapel. He gave me that vibe. Tony Batiste was the old head, like, yo, put the napkin in your lap. You know what I'm saying? Your cutlery go here. You drink the red wine right here. The white wine after. You know, I had a lot of different OGs showing me different pieces of, and I'm grateful because they all embraced me, bro. I was a 17-year-old kid, and they embraced me. You know what I'm saying? When they could have just hazed the shit out of me the whole time. You know what I mean?
17.
I want to ask you, you know, because social media wasn't as prominent as it is now at that time. I'm curious your thoughts. Do you have any maybe sympathy for these younger guys that are kind of getting that exposure at such a young age, whether they're the next, you know, LeBrons, or all these young athletes are getting just a ton of exposure through social media? Do you think that it would have been more difficult for you going through that transition, hanging out with Bow Wow and Jermaine Dupri and all those guys, if social media was where it's at today?
We was on the cusp of it. Like I was kind of, I know a life pre-social media, and then I know a life post-social media, right? So we had AOL Instant Messenger, we had chat rooms, we had the chat rooms sound crazy, right?
Chat rooms
But we had
crazy.
we had the beginning of blogs where everybody just got in the room and talk shit about each other. You know, we had the beginning of it. So I feel for these young kids, it's a gift and a curse because, man, they get exposure to a lot of things, and financially it helps them in so many different ways, and it creates so many different opportunities for them that we didn't have at that time coming up, just trying to make a name for ourselves. They got so many ways to do it. And then I think the curse of it is some of these guys are so popular, so young, and they don't pan out. And then it's like, well, he was a bust. It's like, no, y'all just needed to give him some fucking room. Like, give him some space to grow up. And I think that was the difference in the game between when we were coming up and now. Like, a lot of these young guys, they scared to fail because it ain't even about failing or missing a shot or nothing. They worried about what social media gonna say. So it don't give them that balance of actually diving into their careers and not being afraid to fail, not being afraid to look bad if it don't go your way. Like, take chances, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's the gift and the curse of it.
Right. I think just for a lot of people, that expectation is just a lot higher based off of what they've seen. Yeah, hype.
Just hype. It's kids I've heard of since they 15, 16 years old with millions of followers, and they 17, 18 years old now, and nothing has happened, or they in some legal trouble, or they in something different, and we wouldn't even know about these experiences if it wasn't for the social media hype, and you know, and what they doing to like AAU and youth sports. I like it because I think the players are in control now. Like, they making up teams, they making up AAU teams. All the top guys are playing on a team, and then they meeting up and they playing in these big showcase games, but I think it gives it a imbalance with competition. You never really know who the top guys are. Right. You never really know who the real dogs are because they never match up with each other. Everybody clicked up on the same teams. You know what I'm saying? And that's all created through social media. So, gift and a curse.
Right. Damn. When you first met AI, he told you, this is the motherfucker that was drafted to replace me.
Yeah. And
he immediately embraced you.
Yeah.
Aside from what you learned from him on the court, what's some of the things that AI taught you just on being a pro?
Man, I watched dude fight through so much adversity, man. Like, he was a trailblazer, right? He's the first one to do the tattoos. He's the first person to do the cornrows. He's the first person to be a part of hip hop culture. He's the first person, you know, to do the big gaudy jewelry with the diamonds and all of that. Like, he's a pop culture icon and a basketball player, bro. So I just watched him take a lot of criticism and go out and go get 30s and 40s and put a team on his back at 6 feet, 175 pounds, dealing with broken bones and injuries, and he gave everything he had every night. Like, that put that toughness in me, like, bro, if you can lace up, you're going to play in the game, bro. You're going to go out there and give it your all. And I think that was one of the most valuable lessons that I learned from him just going out there and giving the city of Philadelphia everything he had.
What year was that when you was drafted? What year was he?
Man, 05, so he had to be
7, 8 years?
Probably 9 or 10. I think he was 96, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, I think he's 96. So yeah, probably like year 9, year 10, like his prime.
Yeah.
I was with him in the height. Like, you know how we pull up at hotels, bro, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it might be a handful of fans out there that want an autograph or a picture or something. Mind you, I played with Bean. When you pull up with AI, it's pandemonium out the hotel, but I'm talking about women.
Yeah.
Women, bro, it's unreal. That whole thing when people say like, yo, when y'all get to the hotel, it's groupies in the lobby. I thought that was a real thing because I was with the one rock star that it was, but I've played with a lot of rock stars. That is not the reality.
Not like
they
that.
not in there. They not there at all. But for him, that was the experience, bro. Real rock star, dog.
I wanted to
mama
answer, huh?
braid his
Hey, I
hair.
had him.
They wanted to answer.
On the bench. He had his mama braid his hair.
And I played with him twice. And it's kind of crazy how our relationships and our careers intertwined, because by the time he got traded, I was coming into my own. I was averaging 25-5 or something in that area, and I broke my jaw. Anton Jameson broke my jaw on a loose ball. They said I had to have my jaw wire shut for 8 weeks. They called me early on in my recovery process. They was like, yo, we thinking about bringing AI back, to fill that void. What do you think about it? I was excited. I was like, hell yeah, like bring my man back. I was excited to do that. And then once I got healthy again, they called me in the office, was like, yeah, you're gonna come off the bench. AI is gonna start because we don't think it'll be healthy for him mentally going forward, coming off the bench. So he's gonna be the starter. Like, obviously that's AI, and I'm cool with him starting, but it was like, damn, I was peaking up.
Right.
And shit, I've been coming off the bench ever since that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so how my career ended up getting solidified in a way where I become the underground and the sixth man and all of these other things, a lot of that part of my history still is tied to AI.
Yeah. Do you ever feel that, like, because I mean, that takes a lot. That takes a lot just from a
Who you telling?
maturity standpoint.
Cost me about $100 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That takes a lot. Did you ever at that point be like, you know what, fuck that, I'm a starter. Like, I need to start.
Yeah, I had moments early on in my career, man. But I realized how unhappy I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was chasing it. I was so deadlocked on being a star. And that shit was eating me alive. And I had to take a step back, and I just had to embrace what it was. You know what I'm saying? I had to embrace what it was in my career at that time. And I think that's when I started kind of finding my joy in the game, to the point where I was like, well, I'm gonna play chess. If I'm gonna come off the bench, I'm gonna make it disrespectful that I'm coming off the bench. I'm gonna try to average 20 points a game. I'm gonna make everybody look crazy. And I'm gonna sit there with my hands up, like I told y'all. Like I told y'all, I was supposed to be a starter. I belong. And it never really happened for me, man. I never really had a coach that took a chance on me like that. The only coach that really took a chance like that was Doc in my first year with the Clippers, when I won my second six man. You know, I started a lot of games that year, and that was it. I think I've started 100 and some games in my whole career. Which
That's
sounds crazy.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But it got to that point where I just had to find joy in the game, bro.
Yeah. And now look, you biggest fucking star at the six man role.
Biggest make all them other people want to be a six man. I tell you that.
Yeah, I think Jamal and I have really we've made an impact on the game where it's not an embarrassing thing to be the sixth man on a team. It's not frowned upon. Like, these young guys, they embracing it now. They like, shit, Lou Will made it look cool. Jamal made it look cool. Like, and they still did their thing, and they still are recognized as top players in this league. So that's a lane for me. And so I think, you give us both credit for just championing that being what our position was, and inspiring some young cats that might be your lane, but go out there and embrace it and do what you can when you step inside the lines.
I think because what you did, like, you made that six man like such a X factor, right? Like, cool, the starters gonna do this, they gonna do that, but shit, don't let him get hot. Like, he can affect the game. You know what I mean? Yeah. When he comes into the game, hey, be locked in. Like, you go, like, a lot of teams, they scouting for the starters, right? Check him. Second unit, we got our defenses in place for the second unit. But shit, it's Lou Will in that second unit. Hey, this the coverages on him. This the coverage. We send him over, send him right. Don't let him go left. Like, now it's a whole adjustment.
Yeah, you're a hired gun, bro. You're a sniper in the battlefield.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's
everybody know who the main characters are in the movie, but you find a way to be the favorite. You find a way to be somebody that's talked about throughout the games. And so once I learned how to embrace that, once I learned that I can be beloved in this game just by playing my position, playing my role, I took it to another level.
I like the key thing I like you said when you said you gonna make the coaches mad.
Yeah, like y'all
that
tripping.
I'm the sixth man. I should be starting. You say you gonna go in there and score the 30 or 20 a game. That's crazy.
P, speaking of scouting reports, and I don't know if this was an actual thing, but did you by any chance see the scouting report that got leaked? I think it was for the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, I
and
seen
like
that.
Oh,
some
they
Iran-
left the, yeah.
And I forgot which players it was, but that was embarrassing. Some of the players, like
Yeah, I
the
saw
scouting
that.
report was like, can't
elephant.
shoot.
He's
like,
an elephant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I didn't see that.
I
just
did
totally
see that.
exposing the report. That
They
must
can
have
get
been tough.
disrespectful.
Yeah, they can.
Sometimes do you guys read stuff like that? Like if you're looking at a report, it's just purely like
I don't think I like Clips ain't never did no shit like that where they put some
elephant.
wild shit on there. But I mean, within locker room, hell yeah, like that motherfucker can't move his feet. Like he a cone. We know who started that one. He's a cone. Shout out Pat Bev, man. We know who started that one. Yeah, no, it be some disrespectful shit on them notes.
that's tough. I wonder how those guys are dealing with that. Like, for real? Like
Yeah, you get your ass in that gym.
Shit, change
Make
the
'em mad.
scout.
Yeah.
Change the scout.
So, Lou, in 2012, the Sixers took the Boston Celtics to 7 games in the Eastern Conference semis. And that same year, you were the runner-up in the Sixth Man of the Year voting. That same squad had Iggy, Drew, yourself. Then they blew up the team. And I believe that was the first time that a first-time All-Star and Drew got traded immediately the following year. But was that time period maybe the first time in your career where you were kind of like, oh, this is a business, like
Doug Collins fucked that team up.
Doug Collins?
Yeah, that's the first time I said it publicly. I can't take it no more.
Yeah.
Let it out, man.
How
Hey,
so,
this is a
man?
safe
How so?
space.
We got to hear that. How so?
Man, listen, Drew Holiday, Evan Turner, Lou Williams, Thad Young, Andre Iguodala, Spencer Hawes, Elton Brand, Maurice Spates, Jody Meeks, all on one team. And we take Boston to 7 games in the second round as an 8 seed, by the way. We had knocked off Chicago in the first round. And you blow the team up that summer because of your feelings. He made me public enemy number 1. We had a scenario where I guess he was trying to do his coaching thing, and I respect it, but his tone was like he was trying to make us hungrier, but how he was coming about it, he was trying to say we was a shitty team. And we didn't feel that way. We didn't feel like we were a bad team. We were young, we were inexperienced, but we really enjoyed playing together. We really enjoyed building together, and it showed in the playoffs. And so I was outspoken about it. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna convince me we're a bad team. I think we solid. You know what I'm saying? And if you get behind our back, instead of doing so much divide and conquer, I think we'll be better off for it. You know what I'm saying? And I think I just think he mismanaged that group. I don't think he had a very good post on that team. We were loaded with young talent, and you know what? I'm in my 7th, 8th year, so I'm turning the corner. Iggy is in his 8th year. You know, we got real good pros on that team that are still very young guys. I like to think we could have been what Golden State turned out to be with so much young talent had we stayed together. I truly feel like we keep all that talent together, we do something really special with that group.
Now, fast forward, we in Toronto. You're there with DeMar and Kyle. And that ultimately changed the arc of your career, right?
Yeah, it changed everything for me, man. Shout out my good brothers, man. I talked to Lowe and I talked to I talked to DeMar and Kyle. Talk to them brothers every week. They just actually, I'm gonna get them they flowers publicly, man. They just donated a ton of money to my AAU program with my girls, Winners United Basketball, man. They did their thing for my girls. You know what I'm
dudes,
saying?
man.
So
Shout out to them boys.
I send you a links, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I
for sure.
can
No, we
shout you
already
out
rapped,
too.
yeah.
But yeah, me and you already rap because
Yeah.
you know, I asked for some shoes for my girls, man, and everybody that I really rock with, that I really feel comfortable picking up the phone, has been so resourceful for me and my girls, man. So appreciate you, appreciate them brothers, man, and they just changed everything for me. I thought my career was I thought I was done. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was done, and so
That's where you win your first 6-man.
that's why I won my first 6-man at. And I had been runner-up so many times at that point, I didn't even realize like it was something that I could even accomplish. You know what I'm saying? I think I had 3 runner-ups before I won my first one. You know what I'm saying? And so imagine if I win a couple more of them joints. I put it out out of the roof. But anyways, I genuinely felt like that was gonna be the end of my career. And I told him, I said, yo, this is my last year. I'm going out with a bang. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Like, and they was like, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? They was like my biggest supporters. And bro, just go out there, play free, have fun, and we'll just live with the results. And the results of that came out to be my first Sixth Man of the Year, man. So I give them brothers credit, along with Chuck Hayes and Amir Johnson, with just being brothers to me and giving me an environment that I can really thrive in and feel welcomed in.
You win now. When that's crazy, you was in that headspace. You win that Sixth Man award. Now from there, and then now we talking.
Because that was the first time I got traded.
Right. Okay.
I had never been traded before that. If I had moved the team, I was a free agent.
Yeah.
But I was coming off an ACL tear, and
Got it.
I tore my ACL. I didn't feel like the same player. I couldn't do some of the things that I used to could do. You know what I'm saying? And then my game started evolving. I found the lean. I found all of that stuff. But before that, Buttonhoser, he pulled me in the office. He was like, I don't think it's going to work here for you. I think you'll never be the same player again. And we're going to try to send you somewhere where, hopefully you can get back on your feet. And he ended up trading me to Toronto. And then I won my first Sixth Man, and he called me. He said, damn, was I fucking wrong? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mike Buttonhoser for, at least being a man, telling me to my face how he felt.
Right.
And I respect him for that. And I also respect him for coming back and saying, damn, I was wrong.
Timing is everything. And you go to Toronto, you ball out in the fucking six.
That's one of the best years of my career.
In the six. That's crazy, man.
We was booming. That year we was booming. Yeah.
There you go, Jackie.
That's all. I don't want to play too much. We might get fined or something. I don't want to do that. You got a motherfucking Lou Will song though, dog.
So imagine I got that song and the Sixth Man. I had a soundtrack to my trophy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You were feeling good.
So that was a year. Like, what? And listen, if you know anything about the Six, you know anything about Toronto, they rolled the red carpet out for you.
Yeah.
So when I had that,
Drake
I can't imagine how it was when they won that championship. I envy that.
Shit, everybody do.
Yeah, because I know how they treat. I know how they treat you when you just regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you really having some motion, I can only imagine. But that was one of the greatest years of my career, man. With fun, just having some fun. I had a ton of fun.
Is that when you think you became the underground GOAT?
Yeah, that's where it started.
It started?
You know where it started?
Where it started?
It started right after that because I was getting so much attention. I wanted to get low again.
Yeah.
And so I just completely unplugged for a minute, and then we just started saying, shit, this nigga underground. Like, why he'll never come, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we started winning more Six Mans, and so it became the underground GOAT. And that's how that became.
I like it. You definitely the underground GOAT. You definitely got Drake saying Lou Will songs. Come on.
All right, so you left Toronto, you go to Lakers. We already talked about how AI embraced you. What was that moment like when you get to the Lakers? You get that same love, that same embrace from Kobe when you first get there?
It was different. He wasn't really around when I first got there. I think he was dealing with his shoulder at that time.
Yeah,
he was having a shoulder issue. And so when I first got there, it was kind of weird because he wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? And so I was playing with my peers, and then he got healthy, and then everything changed.
Yeah.
Like the environment changed. I feel like the air changed, the lights changed. Like he just came in, and it was like, all right, order in the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was completely different. But playing with Bean for 2.5 years was special to me, man. And just getting to know him as a person, getting to know what kind of dude he was, that was a special experience for me.
We had one of our family cast members on the show first season, Julius Randle.
Yeah.
And he affectionately said that Kobe Bryant is an asshole.
He was hard on them young boys.
Yeah. Was it just everybody in general, or just the young guys got it the worst?
Just the young guys. It was just the young guys. I was bulletproof. Brandon Bass was bulletproof. Meta World was bulletproof.
Yeah. About Swaggy P.
Nick Young was on the
seemed like an
fence.
easy target.
Because Nick, he poked the bear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nick always
right.
poking the bear. So, Cole would say something to Nick every once in a while. But honestly, man, he was hard as hell on them young guys.
What's some of your favorite Kobe stories?
Man, I tell his story all the time. I just
What's some
remember.
you ain't shared though?
Now, some of them I gotta keep in my pocket, man.
Yeah.
But I just remember him telling the young guys, when I'm in the front office next year, I'm trading all you motherfuckers.
I'm trading all you motherfuckers.
But he told him, he said, well, next year when I'm in the front office, I'm trading all you motherfuckers. And we got back to LA that next day, bro, and the equipment manager was just coming around with a big ass bucket, just scooping Kobe's out of everybody's locker. Damn. And me and Nick like, what you doing? He said, Kobe think y'all niggas soft, man. He don't want y'all wearing his shoes.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever try to like give those young guys like some encouragement? Like, yo, he's just being hard on you. Like, or were you just like, let me stay away?
I wasn't getting in the middle. I wasn't getting in the middle of that. That's Kobe Bryant. Yeah, I was a soldier.
Yeah.
You know, I was a soldier.
Who was going back at him though? Like, cause I can see out of all of it, Nick being the dude that's just like, you know what? I'm a challenge Kobe.
No, it was a weird environment because he started that season off like locked in. He was in Black Mamba mode, and I think his body was failing him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he took his foot off the gas after that, and then that's when it became about, you know, the what they call it, shit, the retirement
farewell tour.
Farewell tour.
Yeah, because he started, remember, he said this publicly. They was like, is this a farewell tour? He was like, fuck no. And then 10 games in, it became a ceremony. And so I just think that shifted the direction of his mindset and what he felt like he was trying to do at that point. I think he was just trying to feel the love and get celebrated and try to get out of there in one piece because his body wasn't holding up. Mm-hmm. You know, his Achilles, his shoulder, and everything just wasn't giving him what he needed.
Mm-hmm. That had to be pretty fun though. Watch him.
You know what, bro? I hate to say this, but it was like playing for the Harlem Globetrotters, bro. We just showed up and hooped and went to the next city.
Yeah, like what do you do? It's gotta be a different.
That was the story that was told to me. That like you just didn't know when he was gonna come. If
we
he
didn't
was gonna
know.
play.
We started realizing because he had his own crew of trainers or whatever to get him prepared, so he would have his own kind of locker room, so to speak. So the only way we would kind of know if he was going to play is if they came in the locker room and took all of his stuff out of the locker. If they came in and we came in and his locker was empty, he was in the building.
Mm-hmm.
They putting it
Elvis was in the building. Yeah. That's how we knew that he'll be playing that night. Or like you just start paying attention. It's like, all right, we play LeBron twice. He's going to play in the second one.
Yeah.
Or, you know, we play Steph at home, or when we go to the East Coast, he's going to play in all the East Coast games because we only come once.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we start figuring out like little tendencies, like when we knew he would play, because he wasn't practicing at all.
Yeah.
At that point, he wasn't practicing at all. We literally were just showing up and hooping. We were practicing, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it was an interesting dynamic, but cool as hell to experience and do that with him.
Yeah. What I love most about it too is like he still didn't duck the smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause I was, you know, that being the last year for him when he came to Indiana. Obviously, I played him when we were in LA, but when he came to Indiana, he missed some games. So from a fan of it, I was like, damn, I hope like he's suiting up for this one. Like, it's my last chance to play him. He coming to the city. Like, I hope I get that opportunity. Sure enough, he comes and he's ready to play. So I was like, cool. But just watching them all the games, it was always against like, you know.
Dog, one of the dopest things.
Them cats.
I'm sorry to cut you off, brother.
No.
But we down a Kobe rabbit hole now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure you got some dope ass stories and experiences with Bean as well, man. But I just remember his very last game that he scored 60, man. He was so gracious to everybody, bro. And I'm glad that was my last memory of him, man. He was so gracious with everybody. It was stuff literally stacked up to the ceiling that security wanted signed, people that worked in the arena, equipment people and people's families and friends, and everybody just wanted something, a piece of memorabilia from him. And I'm telling you, Jackie, it literally was stuff stacked to the ceiling, like piles of stuff. And he sat there gracefully and signed every single piece of everything for everybody, like personalized. My mom got a pair of shoes personalized to her.
Wow.
I got a jersey. Yeah. I got a jersey for my cousin. Everybody's stuff personalized. Like he really took his time and showed that appreciation. I'm glad that was the last time I seen him, bro.
You gotta tell him your story, P.
What?
What Kobe, what he did for you when you asked him a question.
it was a moment where we was playing against Portland in the playoffs, and I was having trouble. I had just had my shoulders was fucked up. Just got a shot to play in that playoff series. So I'm like, shit, I need some help. I'm getting double teamed. Like, I don't know, like I ain't played ball in like 2 weeks leading up to this. So I just sent Kobe a text like, yo, I'm having trouble with A, B, and C. He hit me back ultimately that next morning, a whole paragraph breakdown of like, when, this player do this, do that. When the help come, look for this. Like, it was just so in depth, like detailed out. And it's crazy. This was before the detailed shit started to formulate, and he already was a step ahead of that, just breaking film down.
That's fire, man. I had that type of relationship with him. I always had his number and never had the heart to text him, bro.
Yeah,
I just never had the
heart. That's one regret I do have, because I had his number for a minute. Just pouring more into that relationship. I had his number for a minute, and this was before like I got really close with him. Because I ain't gonna lie, like hearing about how intense his workout was, hear about like the times he worked out, I was always like a little like, fuck, like I don't know if like I could do it. You know what I mean? So I was always afraid to like really like, yo, Cole, like can I come work out with you? Like type shit. And that's the biggest regret I have of not utilizing that time when I had the chance.
We play cards. So we sitting at the table. He sat behind us to the right on the window. And I don't like flying. P can attest to this. I don't like flying. So I'm gonna keep me a little tequila in my bag. Keep the nerves down a little bit. I'm the guy to come to if you want a little nightcap. You know what I'm saying, to get you on home. And so, I always used to be gambling. I just feel this little rib crack every once in a while. I look down, it just be a cup. I just pull my dog a little something, and he go back to reading his book or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I supplied Kobe with the tequila. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that.
Lou got to come out with a Kobe tequila.
Lou, so you got to play with AI and Kobe. What kind of similarities did they have, in your opinion, that made them generational talents?
They never thought they was gonna lose at nothing. That's one of the things that I've drawn from both of them. Like arrogant level, never gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I ain't losing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not losing. Like both of them had that arrogance that was needed to be who they turned out to be, the Hall of Famers that they are. You know what I'm saying? They just never felt like there was anybody better than them. And when they faced off, you saw some epic duels. I wish, even though I like that Sixers team, I wish my boy had more star power on the Sixers when they went against the Lakers. That'd have been an epic battle. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think because of that, like, I feel like because of that, it separated like who AI actually was. To go up against Shaq, go up against Kobe, and still hold his own. Just getting to the finals, period. The teams that he knocked off on that way to get to the finals.
Yeah, they had a perfectly made team for him.
They had
4 guys that was going to defend.
Right.
Knock down open shots and make sure he get open for open shots.
Right.
And they had a perfect group for that.
Right. Wow. And he gonna get the points.
Yeah, he gonna do that.
Nothing is more exciting than welcoming the new NBA season. But what adds to that excitement is 2K being back as well. Because I get to give Jackie and Dallas L's on the game.
What?
Yeah, we like to call that fake swag. I'm actually the defending champion in the 2K League, but we do play on 2K Mobile, and it's a good time.
Listen, y'all know who the best 2K Mobile, especially when we on the road and we taking turns driving. Y'all know who be doing all that. Don't even play with me. Y'all know exactly. Quit playing. I beat y'all, what? Last night I beat both of y'all, didn't we?
No, you didn't, but that's another story. So I will say, when the real games are over, you can stay locked into hoops with Season 6 of 2K Mobile.
The thing that's great about NBA 2K Mobile is I can take it anywhere with me and build my ideal dream team or customize my very own My Player, all through my phone.
Plus, you can lock in with crew mode and dominate the hardwood with your very own squad. Download NBA 2K Mobile free on the App Store or Google Play and use my promo code PODCASTPG to receive a Pearl tier card of yours truly. This holiday season, you might be looking for nutritious, convenient meals to keep you energized on jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, can help you fuel up fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. With chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door, you'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while tackling all the things you have to do during the holidays.
Enjoy fresh and delicious meals that cater to your specific preferences, delivered right to your door. Choose from over 35 weekly options and be ready to eat in just 2 minutes.
Factor is a great solution for those who want to eat well during the busy holiday season without having to cook or do grocery shopping. With Factor, you can skip all the extra work of chopping, prepping, and cleaning up while still getting delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/podcastp50 and use code podcastp50 to get 50% off. That's code podcastp50 at factormeals.com, podcastp50 to get 50% off.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. It's getting close to the end of the year, fella, and things around this time can become a lot. Has the end of the season blues ever prevented you from being able to enjoy your life or performing your best on the court?
No, not for me. I try to have hobbies outside of what I do, which is basketball, and that kind of helps with keeping me locked in when it's time to play basketball, if I'm not solely just thinking about basketball all day.
Yeah, I think it's important to stay busy. As soon as you have a little bit of downtime and you're not doing anything, I think that's when your mind can start playing some games on you.
Hey, I agree with you guys. I really do, man. And one great way to make those thoughts go away is talk them through. Therapy can be a bright spot amid all of the stress and change, something to look forward to. So to make you feel grounded and to give you those tools to manage everything going on so you can dominate on and off the court.
Therapy is all about deepening your self-awareness and understanding, because sometimes we don't know what we want or why we react the way we do until we talk things through.
It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and setting boundaries. It helps you become the best version of yourself.
If you're considering starting therapy, try BetterHelp. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
Find your bright spot this season with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/podcastp today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/podcastp.
Are you a IT professional and want to learn AWS in a hands-on way through a cloud project based on a real-world scenario? If that's your case, I want to invite you to join us for...
Back to 2019, both of y'all. Y'all in Vegas. He playing craps. You playing roulette.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of wild how that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. The trade happens. I want y'all both to take me back when that day happened.
Well, he was playing craps. I was playing roulette.
That's what I said.
But he must have got the word before I did, because once he got traded, I didn't see this motherfucker no more. so he must have got the drop on it before I did.
Funny enough, because I think you and Pat Bear was
Me and
together.
Pat was there, yeah.
And I ran into y'all. Whole time I know what's going on, but we got to keep that shit under wraps.
Until it's official, yeah.
So deep down, I wanted to be like, what's up, my niggas? It's on.
Like we had dinner at Cash and everything.
But I kept it I was just trying to keep the poker face, no pun intended, being out there just this is what we working on. But I knew the whole time that shit was gonna drop that night.
Yeah, we probably didn't know. We probably was almost in that trade. You know what I'm saying? So they wasn't telling us nothing at the time. But
how awkward that would have been. Like, hey, bro, I'm going.
Yeah.
Nope,
Right.
I'm out.
So was it any word? Was L keeping y'all informed, or
He's like,
don't do this to me in public, man.
So y'all had no clue? This was a total bomb to
No,
everybody.
we literally we had no clue. We were playing roulette, bro.
Yeah.
wow. Was you winning?
Yeah, that's what made it even cooler.
Yeah.
That's what made it even cooler. I was striking.
Yeah.
And then it started being a buzz around me, and I'm like, what's going on? So the guys they yo, PG just came, whatever. So we like, what? I'm like, hold on. So I pull my chips off the joint. I'm like, what's going on? By this time, Pat Bear is coming down the hallway because he went down and played blackjack. Yeah. So he turned up. I said, hold on. I ain't get traded, did I? Because I'm like, what did we give up to get him? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They like, no, you good. They traded SGA. And when they said they traded SGA, we were so excited to have Paul
Forgot about it.
But we was hurt about SGA
Yeah.
because that was our little dog.
Yeah.
And we was grooming him to be who he is, bro. You know, not to take credit for nothing he was doing, but we definitely was instrumental in teaching him how to work, how to be a pro. He was like our little homie. Like he was absorbing all the information, never buck back. He was just locked in all the time. If SGA, he can be in there, have his shoes off, everything. You tell him, man, come on, let's go get some more shots up. He lacing back up, no questions. You know what I'm saying? And so
Paid off, shit.
yeah, so we was building with him, but it was like shit. We got a shot at PG, and then the Kawhi news came out right after that.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is lit. You know what I'm saying? It was lit.
No, whole time because we was watching y'all in that playoff run against Golden State, and that was what made it so enticing. We was like, man,
Tell us, tell me what made y'all come? What made you want to come?
watching y'all in that series.
Yeah, see,
We
we
was-
always debate that because we never really had a conversation.
We was
of
like,
what
man,
made
they
that.
booming, they rocking. All they need is a little star power to get over that hump. So that's what me and Kawhi was watching. We was in tune with that. Like, yo, you seen them? Like they giving them a run. Y'all had a squad, y'all had a bench, y'all had rotation,
We had
coaching.
confidence.
Y'all had
that was the main
confidence,
thing.
swag.
had
We like,
confidence.
man, they just need a little push to get over the hump. Like we can do it over here.
That's what made it so exciting for us because we felt really good about what we had. And then you add y'all two to that, we was like, yo, we got a real shot at making this happen, bro. We was hella excited to get y'all.
Yeah.
What was it like playing with him and Kawhi? Did you notice anything in them? Because you've kind of been through, different generations of the NBA. Did you see anything in those two players specifically that kind of reminded you of times maybe with Kobe or Allen Iverson? Talk about that a little bit.
Same work ethic. Both of them had the same work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I always can count on Kawhi being there early. I can always count on PG being there late and getting their work in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like
Yeah, I was like,
I'm
wait
not,
a second.
because you had to look on your
I was like,
nah,
dang,
nah,
killing
what I'm
you,
saying,
bro.
like, nah, they all
Kawhi's early, P's late.
nah, they just was always in there working and always setting a great example for us, man. And it's gonna be one of those things. Woulda, coulda, shoulda been. We couldn't get healthy. We was not built for that bubble. We had a lot work against us at the worst time possible, and we just didn't get it done.
Yeah. I truly, do you still, truly feel that first year? Because we started rolling when it came March. We started to get that shit together. We figure out our system, who's doing what. Everybody just started to mesh. Boom, bubble. And we just lost everything that we just gained.
When I tell you we were rolling.
It's the best, no bullshit.
It's
The best
really
I felt about that team that year was that March.
Rolling. We was rolling. We was going into that second half of the season with a ton of confidence, we right where we supposed to be. Right where we supposed to be. Boom, it was like, all right, y'all stay at home a week. Then it was 2 weeks. Then it turned into 3 weeks. Then a month. Then we what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? And then the bubble thing came up and we fought it. I keep it real. We fought it. We did not want to go to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think we didn't have the personalities for that environment for the long run, man. And it just didn't go our way. I got into my thing. They even blamed me for us not winning the championship because of
The lemon
pepper
thing,
thing.
my God.
Even though I missed 2 games and played in 10 after that, but I take it in stride.
What the?
Listen, bro, you understand how crazy of a time that is? Don't that feel like a long time ago?
It does.
It does.
I feel like it
that
was
shit does.
It really does.
beyond long time.
A lot has happened since that shit.
That shit feels like such a long time ago, bro. We were really living in a hotel.
Yeah,
dawg.
facts.
I don't think people really understand how crazy that is, bro.
How long were you in there?
Bro, we was in there for about 2 months. About a month and a half, 2 months, wasn't it?
No,
maybe longer.
We were scratching 3, bro.
Yeah, maybe longer.
We
What was they feeding y'all before you got the good shit? What was they feeding y'all that you had to go get you the wings?
It was room service food. So imagine just having the opportunity to eat a different item of room service every day. So you're going to go from a chicken sandwich to a burger to some chicken tenders and rotate.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
And then what was funny, Kawhi's room was directly across from mine. And he used to cook.
No.
In there or something?
Everybody was in there cooking. Everybody
Dog
had
was in there
stove
frying
top.
chicken.
Kawhi was in there. You could count on Kawhi with the Mexican food.
Hey,
He
what
had
he called it?
taco.
What he
Shout out
called
to
it?
K.
Claw's Kitchen.
Claw's Kitchen was
Claw's Kitchen.
Alarms going off.
Yeah, I was in there with
Like
my personal
this.
pans, but he had
Come
it for
through the
everybody. He
Claw's
like, yo,
Kitchen.
Claw's Kitchen.
yeah, K was in there cooking. It's just,
He was in there frying chicken,
bro,
bro. That was the funniest
we
thing.
really should do a movie on the bubble, dog. It was
That's a great idea.
It was a lot of aspects that you just couldn't even imagine, bro. So when I went home from that funeral to have an opportunity to eat some of my favorite food, I'm gonna do it. And mind you, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
No hesitation.
You know what I'm saying?
I'ma do it.
But what's crazy is the PR that I got, because the facts of the matter is I never got suspended and I never got fined.
Yeah.
And Silver told me on the phone, I don't think you did anything wrong, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an example out of you.
Yeah. And never got COVID the same damn
And never
time.
got COVID and had a doctor traveling with me. There's so many details that was left out of the story because it just sounded good that it was Magic City.
Yeah.
And they felt like imaginations ran wild. They was like, you was in there partying, this and that. Mind you, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? I'm scared too.
You gotta open
like,
up
I
a
ain't out
chicken
here,
wing
I
spot
ain't out
now,
here
man.
wild.
Yeah.
No, we having the seasonings. Everybody got chickens.
So you
but
want
you
to
need
see?
to we
Come
talk,
on,
you know,
come on.
I remember
come
we
on.
was on the campus and you was, locked or not locked
I was locked
but you was quarantined.
I was locked
You was
up. I was
quarantined.
not free to do what I wanted to do.
Hey, we was roaming the yard, man. Make sure Lou was good. He come to the window. He'll open
Hey,
the
see Lou
door.
for a few
Yeah, I'm
days,
good,
like,
y'all. I'm
Listen,
straight.
bro,
I'm straight.
I really was in
just come check on you.
isolation. I could see everything happening, but it was like they was like 50 yards from me. Felt like I
We
was in
gonna
a
check on
zoo.
Lou real quick.
It felt like I was in a zoo because they walking up as close as they can. Like I'm in the window, like Forrest Gump. Y'all remember Forrest Gump?
That's sick.
Yeah, we can talk.
homies, hey,
We can
man,
talk
y'all
about
go
it
check
now.
on
They
Lou.
was, yeah, they
Yeah,
was,
he doing
We
straight.
can talk about it now. They was sneaking me good food. You know what I'm saying?
Tell
I
him
kept a
everything.
bottle in my room. I had my studio equipment. We telling everything.
He good.
Yeah, my guys made sure I was straight.
I
You know
love
what
it.
I'm saying?
Oh, that's funny.
The bubble in itself is an episode. You should get like 4 guys that was in the bubble and do an episode.
Yeah. No, we should. We should. Just tell all.
So
What really
Just
went
tell
down.
all, bro.
What really went down.
The
Yeah.
cooking
And
shit
what
is
didn't
funny.
go down.
Them folks told us we was gonna have access to a lake, bowling alley. They tried to charge us $21,000 to bowl.
Yeah.
What?
They gave us a tab for it.
Oh,
What bowling alley
that's
was
sick.
this?
The crazy thing, that was because everybody at that point was like, nah, I ain't doing no damn bubble. Fuck that. And then that was the last bit that they was like, all right, park gonna be open for
Them
y'all.
folks told
We'll
us
shut
we
it
was
down.
gonna have 27 miles of stuff to do.
Yeah.
So they was telling us the bubble was damn near a 30-mile bubble. It was not that. It was not a 30-mile bubble. So in our head, they talking about we're gonna be able to golf and be able to fish and be able to get on the boat. They
Yeah.
told us
Shit.
all of this shit. And it was they capped us down good to get us in that bubble.
They did. Once you was in there, boy, it was
They
Had to have
kept
a
us
fishing
down good to get us in that
license.
bubble.
nah, but you did. Like, it was just such a hassle
To do anything.
to do anything. You had to like reserve shit days ahead. Like, you had to like, get your times. Like, it wasn't like you could just go and do, oh, you know what, today I feel like doing this. Nah, you had to like
was real
reserve
strict
that
on
shit
that. I
days
feel
in,
like-
in
and pay
advance.
for it. That's
'Cause you gotta
And
think-
pay for it.
Yeah, because you got to think, once they put us in the bubble, outside opened back up. So now Disney is basically like, well, if y'all want to bowl, y'all got to shut the bowling alley
Yeah.
down.
Right,
Oh,
right.
because then no one else can.
Yeah, if y'all want to get
else.
on the lake, y'all got to shut the lake
Yeah.
down.
Wow.
And then remember the guys on the golf course, they found a way that it was a bar that was open to the outside, so they shut the golfing down.
Yeah. Couldn't even do that shit no
Yeah,
more.
you couldn't even do that. It had a lot of real aspects to it, man. I
Yeah.
ain't, you know.
I remember we went fishing one day, and it was me and a couple other of us, and everything was open. So we driving around. It's like a big ass dock, and it's a big boat attached to that dock. And I'm just looking like, man, these people having a good ass time at Disney. Like,
I got something to tell you after that. So you
and
know,
I'm depressed. Like,
bruh, do you
if
know
I
what-
touch that dock, I'm in trouble right now.
Man, me and Pat Bev used to sit at the rooftop, and we just hear "Woo" on the roller coasters and shit.
Which one y'all was on?
Man, that shit was gut wrenching, dog. That shit sounded like such a good time, bro. It was gut wrenching. Every 30 seconds. That shit used to hurt,
Like,
bro.
shit, we can't
I
go
understand
on a roller
exactly what you're saying, Pete.
Yeah.
Because listen, you got to think different personalities. Everybody was doing the bubble different, bro.
Yeah, right.
Everybody was doing it different, bro. Like P was playing his game. Like he stayed locked in on his game.
Yeah.
We was trying to gamble as much as we could. Just keep our minds busy. Everybody did it different.
Man, yeah, it was bad times, man.
Look, that shit hurt your feelings just now
did,
thinking
man.
about it. That shit's
Now that you
depressing.
say that shit don't seem that far long ago, dog.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago, dog.
What did y'all like the most out of the bubble?
Nothing.
It was nothing.
Not
It
one
was.
thing.
I think we liked the first week of it. We was like, yeah, this is all
Because
right.
it was a different experience. We was like,
cool.
yeah, this
we
ain't
ain't gotta
bad.
travel.
You guys went there excited.
Yeah,
like,
we ain't
little
gotta
camp
travel. The
trip.
gym right here, like, this
It
ain't
got dark
bad.
fast. It got dark fast, boy.
I'm done with this shit.
Yeah, man.
All right, so man, only 45 guys in the history of the NBA made that transition from high school to the pros,
That
right?
sounds crazy.
And now we on this big debate. Not even the debate, but we know what's to come. Obviously, of those high school guys, Bron is going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Now this discussion for you. You feel all you've done. And I pulled this up just to make sure the viewers and everybody know
Run it down.
the
P.
underground GOAT.
Tell them the truth every time.
You averaged 37 points per game in this golden year of high school. Most points off the bench in NBA history. Most 40-point games off the bench in NBA history. Most 30-point games off the bench in NBA history.
Damn.
Most assists in NBA history off the bench.
I did quite a bit on that bench, didn't I?
You did. You did. And because of that, you, to me, first ballot, Hall of Famer.
The very first guy that ever won a Sixth Man of the Year award is in the Hall of Fame.
That says it all. And you won the most. How you feel? Talk to us about how you feel about your induction to the Hall of Fame.
I honestly feel like I did enough.
Yeah.
I think when we think of the Hall of Fame, you think of the obvious guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think of everybody in that class. Like, there is a coach that you never heard of that's going to go in the Hall of Fame that same year. There's going to be some players, or there's going to be some person that's a staff member that's going to go in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is about making an impact on the game that nobody else has been able to do. And I feel like I've especially done that. I feel like Jamal has done it. I think he's eligible 2 years before I am. He's eligible next year. And so how it goes for him will kind of give me an idea of how it's gonna go for me. Whether it's first ballot or whatever, I think I done enough to get in. Like, you're talking about somebody that embraced what was handed to me, a position that was handed to me, and I championed it. And I made it cool. And I made it transcendent, where young kids are comfortable with doing it. And I did my job. You just ran it down, man. I gave a lot of teams an opportunity to win. You know, I never won the big one. I never got to that place. But man, for what was asked of me, I did it, bro. I did it. And so with that alone, I feel like I make a case.
Yeah, I 100%. I think just from a league standpoint, right? Like, how do you not reward someone that's won it 3 times, but yet you got guys, or you want guys to be comfortable with this role of being a sixth man?
Right.
What's the outcome then? If I
the
thrive in
narrative
this role,
we
what's
gotta
the
have some
outcome?
consistency in the narrative.
Right, exactly.
We gotta have some consistency in the narrative. Like I said, Jamal and I really championed that position, and we made it transcendent. Like, we changed it. We changed how you look at it. It's even people saying that they should name the trophy after me. Those are real deal accomplishments. And when people make those kind of statements, you got to take that into consideration when you're thinking about the HOF for them.
You got my stamp, my brother.
I appreciate it.
mine
And that's and honestly, however it go, bro, I've gotten so much love from my peers and the people that I've been able to share locker rooms with and share the court with and compete against. I don't have a lot of stains on my name, bro. I don't have a lot of stains on my name, and that respect for me is valuable, bro. Can't put a number on it.
Yeah. One thing that before I got to playing with you, and I heard this from Roy Hibbert, he said, man, one of my favorite teammates was Lou Will.
Really?
I swear to God. and because I know Roy, I know his personality, I know how he is. And it stuck with me, like, damn, Lou. Like, so then, like, now being teammates with you, I'm like, oh, okay, like, I get it. Like, I fuck with Lou. Like,
I appreciate it, man. That's
Yeah,
what's up, coming
I
from
get
Roy.
it.
I never knew he felt like
yeah,
that.
nah, Lou, like, no,
And I didn't even expect to like Roy.
Yeah.
But we was like the best of buddies,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, nah,
Like,
that's what he, like. He was like, man, I really fuck with Lou. Like, you know how he talk. Yo, man, I really fuck with Lou. He said, yeah, like Lou was one of my favorite teammates when I was there.
That's what's up, man. I just always tried to carry myself in a manner where I wasn't disrespectful to nobody, and I never presented myself like I could be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? I just always carry people with love and aspiration, and I admire so many of y'all guys, man. So it was like an honor to share space with a lot of these guys that I play with and build with. And, you know, when you grow up, bro, and when you get out of the game, you realize you don't have a lot of real friends in this business, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got respect for a lot of guys and you admire a lot of guys, but friends, like I rarely call anybody. You know what I'm saying? And so it's only a handful of guys I feel comfortable with reaching out to, man. So that, you know, that mean a lot for real.
100.
That's all we got.
Well, we definitely admire you.
I
And
appreciate
we
it.
definitely appreciate you, my brother. You have done a lot
Thank you,
in this
man.
world. But
Break us down.
you know,
Break us down, Bunky.
you know, but before we leave, you know, we got this game that we play with our guests. You know what I'm saying? Since you are our guest, it's called PG Starting Five. And we know, you might be a little man, but you always had that tough heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had that real hard game. You was one of them bucket getters at any time.
That
What you-
hard, that hard.
Yeah. Thank you. I was like,
Come on,
golly.
You gotta check him
Come on, you was
sometime.
on the wrong.
I'm
My
going,
bad,
yo,
my fault, my fault.
you know,
Feel free to keep doing that, though.
you
No,
know,
you
as
good.
one of them bucket getters off the bench. You was amazing at what you did. So you picked your starting five from the point guard to center. He picks his starting five from point guard to center on the topic that I'm going to choose today. And today is difficult shot makers, from the best shot makers, difficult shot makers that you ever seen in the game.
Damn, that's a
Period.
good one.
Yep, who
Sorry
you
for
picking
playing
up?
Got a
guard to
cheat
center.
code.
Yeah,
he got an extra 10 years.
Yeah, he's got
Say
a
what you
wider
want.
range
he
of
got a
guys.
wider
Put
range of
yourself in
guys.
it.
Yeah.
You can
Shot
do
maker.
whatever.
And you get the first pick too.
Yes.
First pick.
So
If
we
you want the
going with
first-
point guard first.
Point
right?
guard, shooting
Yep.
guard, small forward, and
Start
so
from
forth.
point guard to center.
Who you got at the one?
At the one, give me AI.
You can't debate that. At my one, I'm gonna go Luka. That shit he just did the other day.
Bro, that was Mark Cuban was so
I was saying,
hyped.
look, I was looking at Luka as the shooting
the
guard.
two?
Call me slipping. Yeah,
Yeah.
Luka's a good one. Shit for
Your
the
two
two.
guard.
Give me Kevin Martin. All them motherfuckers look difficult. How you-
Oh my god,
That's a
bro.
good
He was
one.
That's a
He was
sick pick. How did you make that?
Crazy.
I thought about him too.
Roshan Marion in there,
Right, yeah.
Crazy.
Everybody's got a
Shit
crazy
is
shot.
ugly like that.
Difficult
Wow.
bucket getter.
Oh, that
All
was
right, but if not Kevin Martin,
Which one you
shit,
gonna pick?
give me Kobe.
Okay, yeah, Cole was that was gonna be my three. My two, I'm gonna go me, man. I'm gonna go me. I think I'm a difficult
P
bucket
going
getter.
P.
You know what I mean? I think I can fit in this category.
I like that.
You agree with that though?
That's
he
a
makes basketball look fucking easy.
Hell yeah. I feel like I would have been PG if I was 6'8". For real. I think it's a lot of similarities
Yeah.
in
Nah, it
our
is.
games, bro. It's
It
a lot of
is.
similarities. I think I'd play like P if I was 6'8".
We ain't going nowhere fast, but we getting it.
Yeah, we gonna get to where we going. Yeah, and it's gonna look like ain't nobody standing there.
Y'all dribble.
I don't know if you qualify for a difficult shot maker. You make it
Nah.
look easy.
yeah, like
It'd be difficult in my head, but I just
okay. Well,
I'm just good at what I do,
We'll
man.
go on. We'll
We'll
go
let
on.
you get that.
Shit.
Okay.
At my three, give me T-Mac.
God,
Solely on the San Antonio game.
yeah.
He was making some crazy
13
shots.
and what?
But yeah,
30 seconds.
The boy can play, man.
give me T-Mac at the three.
Damn, my three. I'm gonna go. Shit, you fucked me up when you took Cole. I'm gonna go KD. Go KD at three.
KD at the three.
I like it.
Is he not a difficult shot maker?
I don't know, man. Motherfucker 8 feet tall, man.
I mean, he making everything contested. Like you really think
It's not
about
contested, bro.
it. It's heavily guarded. I would say that. Maybe not contested, but it's heavily
They not
guarded.
even there.
I don't
They
know.
not even there. I don't know. So your
might have to
pick's
pick
tricky.
another
one on that, P.
Your pick's tricky.
Yeah.
At the four, a difficult shot maker at the four. Robert Ory.
Robert Ory.
What difficult is big shots kind of difficult? That's difficult,
big
right?
shots.
Difficult for a big
definitely-
dude. That's
I see where
difficult.
you're going. I see where you're going.
Give me Robert Ory.
Yeah, I see where you're
This is where it gets tough. 4 and
is
5.
where it
It
gets
gets,
tough.
gets
Nah, I got my fifth already.
okay.
Ooh,
I'm locked in.
he ready.
My fourth, I'm gonna go Dirk.
That's a
Ooh,
good one.
shit.
I
That's
like
a
that
great
one.
one.
That's a
That's
good
a
one.
great
That's
one.
your best
Great
pick.
Damn it out.
That's a
Is it-
good
was-
one, P.
that your
Nah,
fifth?
that was my fifth.
Okay, I'm gonna go Dirk at the
Okay.
4.
That's a good one, P.
Cause for you to get that one leg, like
Damn, that's good.
that's the last step for me to get a little room.
That's a good
Take
one.
this bitch off one leg.
Who just said it?
Yeah, that's a good one. At my 5, give me Shaq. He couldn't shoot them goddamn free throws.
Difficult. What?
The fish was difficult.
Give me Shaq.
Hey, you know,
Difficult shot makers.
bro, how crazy of a stat is it? Shaq missed 5,000 free throws.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Fouled a
There's
lot.
guys that's not gonna have 5,000 points in their career.
Yeah. Damn. And he left 5,000 on the table.
Give me Shaq. But my sixth man that'll be Zach Randolph.
Okay.
That's a good pick.
Oh, I
That's
like how
good
you
pick.
do the 6 man in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm
All right,
saying?
my fifth. I'm gonna say KG. I'm gonna say KG.
It's a good one.
Over
P.
Tim Duncan, off the glass. That's way more difficult.
Yeah, but like,
I ain't trying to start that
Yeah,
rivalry
bro.
again. You know,
Yeah,
they
that's
got,
tough.
you know,
That's
they
tough.
got
That's
they
six
but
man.
I feel like KG at a point when both of them two was in their prime, matching up him and Timberwolves, Tim Duncan in San Antonio. KG just had a lot more to carry on his back, where he was hitting pull-up threes and
Yeah.
doing some wild shit, you know.
like AI-esque, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
in that pocket.
Yeah, at 7 foot, like that shit. That he was one of my favorite like big men because of that.
Yeah,
Like,
mine too.
he go get it. So I'm gonna go KG at the center spot.
There you have it.
6 man Lou Will.
Yeah, there.
My 6 man Lou Will.
Like
You're not gonna say nothing about that pick. That's a
put
good
that
one.
on
Hey man,
there.
that's a wrap. Appreciate having the 6 man in the building today, man. We appreciate your time, Lou. Definitely, you get the stamp from Podcast P,
Future Hall of Famer.
future Hall of Fame inductee.
Put that in the heading, make people go crazy.
Yeah, yes,
They
sir.
lose their
Respect
fucking
it.
mind.
Yes, sir. There you have it, y'all. We appreciate y'all locking into Podcast P.
Good shit.